Hey, Nakai.
Hey, Blain.
How's it going?
I'm tired.
Oh. Okay. You could have stayed in bed.
I know I could have, but... You know when you're awake, sometimes you're like, I just need to get up and move for a bit and see what the day's gonna bring.
Yes, those are called mornings.
I don't like mornings.
That's it's like, okay, I'm awake.
That doesn't always happen to me, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't stay in bed any longer, so...
So we didn't do a video yesterday.
No.
I asked, but you were like, no, fuck those people. I don't want to talk to them.
That's not at all what happened.
Oh, okay. What happened?
You didn't want to get out of bed.
I was up before you.
I didn't want to get out of bed. We had yesterday off.
Yeah.
Because I had a scope done.
Yeah. In fact, I could have told you, here's what the video would have been like if we recorded one yesterday morning. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. We hungry.
Oh, don't forget, I want coffee.
Yeah, I want coffee. We hungry. And our pockets is empty.
Yes, I was very fucking hungry.
Which is funny because, do you ever notice, maybe this is just me, that it's like, I would not normally be hungry by 10 a.m., but you told me I could not have food.
Yep, that's pretty much exactly what it was.
What's that the lid for?
A bottle. Pumpkin spice latte.
Ah.
And that's exactly what it was yesterday. I was told I was not allowed to eat until after.
Don't tell me what to do. Right?
Well, so my stomach was like, but you need to feed me.
That was your brain.
No, that was my tummy.
No, your tummy's like, oh, thank God, I get a break.
No, my tummy was like, gurgle, gurgle,
Yeah.
gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
And then you put Little Caesars in it.
I did.
How's your tummy now?
Oh. I don't think it's the Little Caesars.
Oh, it's
Oh
the
my-
big Caesars.
I don't think it had anything to do with what I ate on why my stomach hurts.
Alright.
You have somebody poke around in your stomach and see how it feels.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just poke.
No. I said good point. I said good point. Settle down.
It hurts.
Take my wife, please.
Take me where?
Away.
You would miss me if I was gone.
Yes, I would. Not right away, though.
Nope. You would miss me instantaneously.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's our word for the day. Instantaneously.
Hey, Alexa, is instantaneously a word?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
It's not a word.
It is a word.
Ask Alexa what it means.
Hey, Alexa. What does instantaneously mean?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, you're supposed to be on my side, bitch.
Ooh.
But it's gotta be a word.
It's not.
Instantaneously.
It's not a word. Oh, remember that the removed watch button from the watch later list I bitched about on
Yes.
the video? I found it. But I think they put it back.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Like, I mean, there is a chance that it just was like in this one, that the edit button was over here and I totally missed it. Or there is a chance it was gone for a couple of days. Both are possible.
Both are a possibility, yeah.
No. Why you boot me?
Because it was funny.
Not wearing that to work, are you?
No. Well, actually, yes, I am wearing it to work.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure the audience is not confused.
I'm working from my couch today.
I wish I could work from my couch today.
That's the joys of working in a visual.
Oh, yeah, you're an individual and instantaneously and...
In a virtual...
Virtual.
Yeah, in a virtual world, I can work from my couch.
I work in a virtual world.
But you
half the time.
Yeah.
The other half of the time I have to build the things I design. And I cannot build the things that I design from home.
No.
Without bringing all the stuff home. And that would be more work than it would to just go, I don't know.
It would be. But I, on the other hand, am a paper pusher.
Yes, you drive a desk.
Yes, and...
That was the joke when I used to drive a bus. You drove a desk.
Yes. But our department is trying to get away from having all the papers.
Yes.
So everything is on our computers.
Of course. Wait. Paper? Really? You know what I mean?
Well, but there's still those people who are like, I need that physical copy. You really don't. You honestly, let go of the physical copy.
Basically what you're saying is you want to kill trees and you hate the planet.
You don't want to save the planet for your grandchildren. You asshole.
Captain Planet would be very disappointed in you.
They would.
You took that little blonde girl's childhood. I know, I said I wasn't going to bring it up. And I didn't bring it up. I just made a joke.
God.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Here's the thing. Right? She didn't do anything.
No, she didn't.
She said a bunch of things, and the people who agreed with her
Really?
still agreed with her, and they call her a hero. Well, I say shit all the time. It literally has not changed the world because the people who don't agree with her still don't agree with her. Nothing's changed.
No, that's the thing that bugs me about her is she's making valid points.
No, I don't. I have no ill will towards her.
No, she's making valid points. I like she's. There is problem with climate change. There is problem with the way the world is being ran for the environment. I get that. However, instead of just bitching about it, come to the table with solutions.
Like the other young kid.
Yeah.
There's a young guy. What was it? Iceland?
Iceland, yeah.
I don't know his name, but that's okay. I don't know her name either.
No.
He literally invented something that separates plastic from water in the ocean or something.
Yeah, a way to clean up the ocean.
But that's the way the world's actually going to change under the radar while all the loud opinionated people are over here arguing. Somebody's just going to go quietly and clean the ocean. Somebody's just going to go quietly and filter the air. And I apologize for this. I try to avoid this shit because I don't like political posts.
No.
I've been at this point for a while. I don't even like political posts I agree with. It's like, oh, that's a good point. I agree with that. Why are you posting it? Like, it is the most pointless thing. The most pointless thing in the world right now is your opinion. Whoever you are, wherever you are, because the world is just closed off right now.
Well,
it's an entire world, not this generation, that generation. All the generations in a certain society are literally debating like this. La 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 la.
yes.
And I just that's kind of why we just try and talk about our goofy little lives.
Well, because at the end of the day, I can sit here and I can complain about it, but I don't have a solution.
Well, and what I'm kind of saying too is a lot of it's a cheap pop.
Yeah.
It's like Orange Man bad, cheap pop. Right? And all the people who are like Orange Man bad agree with you.
Oh,
right? And you could be like, Orange Man good, he will save us. And all the people who think Orange Man is good and will save us, it's a cheap pop. It's like saying the name of the city you're playing in. Yeah, the crowd cheers, but you didn't really earn those applause.
No.
Right?
No, they're cheering because
it's a cheap pop.
Yeah.
Now, because we talked about this, we had a good conversation about it the other night. And at one point you said, dude, why didn't we have the camera for that? I'm like, because I am not interested in recording that. I'm not. Even this right now, it's like, okay, well, we started. It's my fault. I brought it up. I didn't mean to. I thought I was kind of rolling on with a little comedic sequence in my head, and I ended up on the climate change girl.
All right.
Well, now that we've started, we got to explain ourselves.
Here's our opinion on climate change. We don't care if it's real. We don't care if it's fake. If you see a problem, bring a solution.
No, here, that's your opinion. Mine's different. I am not smart enough to talk about climate change. Because here's what happens. Somebody says...
No, you're trying to wrap this up.
Why, you got somewhere to be?
Well, no, but...
So there we go. Now that it's come up, we might as well get the full thing out so that we don't have to bring... Okay. I don't remember letting the cat back in the house.
I did.
Oh, okay. That was weird. Here's why I'm not smart enough to talk about climate change. Somebody will come up and it's like, climate change is real and here's what we need to do. And they sound persuasive and educated. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. We need to do that. And then somebody will come by and they'll have the exact opposite opinion. And they'll be like, oh, well, actually, climate change isn't real because this is, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, geez, that's a good point, too. And then I realized, like, I failed science in school. Like, I don't, this stuff is all beyond me. So that's why I don't believe a single thing I hear about climate change. I'm not saying I believe in it, don't believe in it, have a solution, don't have a solution. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that when people talk about it, I'm not smart enough to see, I'm not smart enough to see through the bullshit and see what's bullshit and what's real.
Well,
that's why I don't like talking about it, because somebody will be like, well, you know what we need to do? Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Until somebody says the exact opposite thing, and that makes sense to me too, because I'm a fucking idiot.
All I know is there is a lot of garbage in the world. I don't think that necessarily has anything to do with climate change, but I do think we need to clean up the planet. So starting with, metal reusable straws and less plastic and stuff like that. I do think that we should cut back on our carbon footprint. However, taxing me because I drive a car is not...
When I look at the carbon tax, I seriously... Here's my problem with it. A lot of people are like, carbon, blah, 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 blah. He shouldn't blah, blah, carbon, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, tax. I don't care what word is in front of the word tax. I'm like, really? Another tax? Maybe the government should be more responsible with the money they spend than trying to get more from us, the little people. When it comes to dollars and cents, even though we do okay for ourselves and have a nice... We are the little people.
Yes.
And I'm not even saying tax the rich, because that's good. I'm saying government is ineffective with money.
You should sit down and do a budget with them.
You
should go up and be like, pretend you're broke.
20, 10. You try and live off of 70% of your income.
That's 110.
No,
20. You said 20. I thought
70
you said 30.
You is what you live off. You live off 70% of your income. 20% is dedicated to paying back loans and debt, and 10% is savings for the future. That's our budget that we're working on.
So, next Prime Minister, what we would like to see is
okay,
70%.
Here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing, and this is, you kind of gave me shit when I said I wasn't looking forward to Thanksgiving, but then I pointed out, I'm like, Yes, but it's a Thanksgiving dinner 2 weeks before an election.
Yes.
And then you understood a little better. Here's how I feel about politics, literally, with this whole election. It's like, you're literally voting for which promises you want broken. You know what I mean? Like, one saying, oh, well, this tax return and this tax cut and this budget, and it's like, we're going to cut this, and the Canadians, blah, blah, blah. The other one's like, oh, well, I'm going to do this, and I'm not cutting taxes for the rich, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's great. Those are great promises that aren't going to happen, no matter who wins. So you're literally voting for which promises you want broken.
All I can tell you is there is one party that in their platform says that they want to increase the number of immigrants that they allow in the country. That is not the party I am voting for.
Why? What's wrong with immigrants?
Nothing is wrong with immigrants. How about we worry about the people that are here?
See, I think
I've seen.
That being said, there is a difference between an immigrant and a refugee.
Yes, but they were talking about both.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying close the borders off. I'm not saying that. However, quit bringing them in by the tens of thousands.
Yeah, that is the type of hit that you just can't really... But, I mean, at the same time, it is kind of a humanitarian thing. And where do you go from that, right? Like, I mean, it's...
Okay, so here's the thing. We bring these people in. They don't want to be here. They're living off of our system. They don't want to work. They don't want to learn our language. They don't want to follow our customs. Why are we bringing them here? Why are we paying for them if they don't? Because
you see these four fingers?
Yeah.
There's people who born here who don't want to live here, who don't want to work here, who don't want...
And I understand that. But the difference between the person that was born here and the one that we brought over is we're paying fully.
It's a roll of the dice.
We're paying fully for the one we brought over, whereas the one who was born here, we're not.
See,
and I've seen it firsthand.
I know. Here's what I think about that. It's the same thing I've been saying for a while now. Nobody respects shit they don't earn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever it is, if you are yeah, you can appreciate a present, right? But you don't respect the money you didn't earn. You don't respect the things you didn't earn because they were just given to you.
That's true.
And I think because as much as you see that, you also see the people coming over from countries, leaving their family behind, sending 20-30% of their checks home. Their family, there's countries where the men are raising the children because the women can come over and make a better living here. And it's not a lot of money here. It's a lot of money there.
Yes.
Right? And which is some of those countries we want to travel to eventually. Eventually, if you made it this far, I'm sorry. This
is not our intention.
This is the airing of grievances.
We are cleaning our palate. Anyways.
Yep. Eventually, this will be a travel channel.
Yes.
It's going to take us about 4 or 5 years, and then boom. Because once we go to Italy, we might not come back. Well, we're not going to stay in Italy. Italy's expensive, but...
Italy's expensive.
But there's a lot of Southeast Asia countries that just look amazing.
All right.
You don't have a single place to be, lady.
I don't have a single place to be, but this one has gotten long.
That's okay. We can do long shows. We used to do hour-long shows.
You're right, I don't have anywhere to be. But I have to pee!
Go pee. No, not on my chair. Oh, you know what? You know what we didn't do?
What?
We were supposed to do this whole thing in YouTube speak.
Oh, fuck.
We'll have to do that tomorrow. All right, guys, smash that like button. You know, guys, you're not even going to believe this.
We'll explain that tomorrow.
Yeah, all right.